on how to change a thermostat on an 06 Ford F-250 with a Power Stroke diesel. Here's your thermostat, the new one, and then your old one is right here. File down the radiator hose, back down in right there. See that bolt right there? That's one, and there's another one on the other side. But to get there, first, you gotta take that charge pipe off right there. Let's get started. First, you'll need an 11mm socket, deep well, and a ratchet. Number one rule, don't buy Craftsman wrenches like this one, they suck. But I'm poor. I drive a Ford. Alright, next step is climb underneath the truck and find your radiator drain, because we're going to drain some water out of the radiator before we take the thermostat out. And you're going to spin that little knob and water's going to come out, or radiator fluid. So you drain them. Instead of taking the hose clamp off prior to taking the bolts out, I'll just take the bolts out and pull the thermostat out, and then I'll be able to get to those clamps easier and pop the old thermostat out, rather than trying to pull the clamp out now and then bolts later. I don't got fancy tools like most mechanics. I just use cheap old Craftsman stuff, but it gets the job done. Well, I didn't think about this one, but once you take that thermostat out, whatever you have left in the tank is going to keep draining out. So take out more than 1 gallon. But luckily I have a drain underneath my truck and it will drain. And there's your old thermostat. So now you just take your pliers. Can't do this while holding the camera, but you'll take your pliers, take that clamp off, put the new thermostat on, and bolt it down. You're good to go. So you're gonna take a screwdriver and separate the rubber hose from your thermostat. You're gonna get in there and keep wiggling it around real good, and finally you'll get it out. So the reason I ended up changing my thermostat in the first place, my truck was always running cold. It was running 150 degrees usually, and that's pulling a trailer and everything else. You can see the one I pulled off the truck is a W107.1, and the Ford recommended Motorcraft is a W128.2. So this is the correct thermostat that's supposed to be on this truck. I don't know why someone put a colder thermostat. Diesels like to run hot. The temperature on this truck is supposed to be 190 degrees, not 150. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but that's a temperature range of difference right there. And I'm gonna grab some oil and oil up this gasket so it lasts longer and seals better. Thermostat's sitting in there. Now I'm just gonna tighten down my bolts. All right, now that you have that hose on, the clamp on, you reconnect your charge tube, your intake tube, and which is a bitch. I just did it. Sorry I didn't get it on video. And then you tighten down your nut there, and then add radiator fluid, and then you're done.